baggy.
Alright, so what we got here, Ben discovered something. You guys may have seen it. Basically, we've got a possible roadblock. You see that's kind of chewed out a little bit. So we're going to try and proceed with caution here. Now, how do you approach when you see stuff like this? What's the best method to make sure you don't completely fuck it up?
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Worst case scenario, you gotta drill it out and buy a new bolt.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna do this one with hand tools then, right?
All of them are hand tools.
For all the cam stuff?
All the cam gears.
This is scary. I wonder what'll happen if... Now what happens if that one strips out completely? Then what do we do? We drill it out?
We already did one.
Yeah?
I had to buy a new one because that first one was so ridiculously tight, couldn't get it out. I mean, my gravity ate up through a couple of tools. And then drill it out,
Yeah.
the bolt head falls off, and you literally just unscrew it by hand.
So this is kind of a common thing then,
Oh yeah.
because these are really in there tight,
90%
right?
of Subaru motors, you get at least one.
Oh, wow.
At least every time you have to drill it out.
Oh, man.
Or, you know, if you have the right tools, you're able to pull them out in other means.
Man, one right there.
Oh.
Nope. On to the next one.
That was the same one last time that gave us trouble. This same fucking, obviously you can see it.
Yeah, normally it's the intakes.
The bolt's $9, shipping is $20.
How would you ship them?
Because I didn't know you could get them at Subaru.
Good.
Yep, hold on. Yep. Why?
Well, but one. You don't happen to have any kind of like bolt extractors?
I need to buy some.
I've had luck with outside bolt extractors, putting them over top of the bolt and breaking them loose.
Right.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't though. Drilling is really usually the end solution. No, that's not gonna work, I can already tell you. It's way too much free play. There you go, Mike.
Oh, yeah. She's a fucking loose wire, isn't she?
You didn't even drain your oil.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
It's a new way to drain it.
It's quite an elaborate oil change procedure you guys got.
Forgot all about that.
What did I tell you? One thing.
Drain all fluids.
Drain all fluids.
Got excited.
Was it excited or upset?
Well, there's a little bit of all that going on.
Oh, it fits.
Sort of.
That big one?
Well, you return these.
Ah. Damn it.
The big one hits on the outside.
Yeah.
Time to do the fun shit. Really. Bam. Super tight. It should be like that. Very loose, very free.
No shit, really.
So that one's loose.
Wow.
So that's why your timing jumped.
That one's tight.
This is way too tight. Couldn't spin it with the belt. It got locked up. Jump teeth. I'll tell
So,
you that before we get any further in. I already know. And this should not, you should not have to pry these off ever. They should slide off by hand.
The happened? Even making any progress?
Barely.
I have bigger crowbars.
No, you don't really. You just fuck more shit up if you pry too hard. That's why I'm barely prying on it. Oh, shit, dude.
You see that one?
For the viewers, this is not good. Should never pry on these.
I don't see it.
Look at the bottom right here, and see how everything's round, and then it's got like a lump that comes up in the middle, like inside the hole.
you got a flashlight?
Flashlight.
Flashlight.
This is what you guys needed the other day.
Streamlight? I have a little one, but my battery died.
Look in there.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yep, that's good stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Exactly what Mike was talking about, the shear and the pin.
The pin sheared?
You see how the hole is right there?
Yeah.
That's the hole it's supposed to be in.
Oh shit.
And it worked its way over. So yeah, your cam is done. For sure. And the gear's done.
As long as there's not a hole in a piston, I'm gonna feel a whole lot better about this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because this is, I mean, it's not cheap. We're definitely not talking about cheap, people, but
A lot cheaper.
it's a lot cheaper than holes in pistons.
Yeah. I have to agree with you on that one. Cam gear, that's not so bad.
We can deal with cam gear. We can deal with new cams. Hell, maybe we'll throw in some upgraded cams, or not. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
All depends on what this guy says. This is his build now.
Yeah. You know what's kind of crazy is that, remember when I had my Evo and the thing had jump timing or whatever? That's almost the same thing that had happened. And what it was is when I was installing the cam gear, I didn't use the cam timing tool. And the little pin didn't get lined up. And I thought that I had it bolted down there. Well, it was fine in the beginning, and then it finally skipped timing. So that sent my valves into my pistons on my Evo. So we'll be interesting to see how the Subaru pans out. Hopefully it didn't.
Cam spin smooth.
Yeah, that's good.
Can't even move it by hand. That was the
So
same
that
one I
was
got.
really jammed up then.
Lots of oil.
Yeah, it's greasy.
Oh, there's no pin in here.
No, it's in the stuck in here.
Oh.
Yeah, it sheared off. That's what I was telling everybody. That's the same thing that happened to my Evo on the MyVac cam.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what caused the valves to go into the piston, and I had to rebuild the whole motor.
What I love about this thing is you can back things off and see what the torque was. So it's 16, 20, 15.
It's a really nice tool, man. I think it's not cheap, is it?
No.
Didn't get that at Harbor Freight, did you?
Nope.
So they were a little over torqued. Not enough that I can see it causing that kind of damage, but definitely a little more than they're supposed to be. A lot of gasket sealing.
Yeah. Old school. They believe in that.
Ooh. You're gonna need a head, man.
Head?
Unfortunately.
That's what did it.
That right there, right?
Yes, sir. Don't ever pry on cams, guys.
So then that's what caused the cam to lock up, isn't it? And that's
Yes,
what sheared the
sir.
tooth. Oh, fuck.
I'll be cursing a lot in a little while when the camera's off.
Fucking let it out.
I know your feel, buddy. I know your feel. Carbon? definitely have a little bit of contact.
Enough to be bad.
Doesn't look like enough to cause any issues, but see where it's smacked?
Yeah. What do you think?
All 4 intakes.
Do you think it just pushed them back up? And that was it?
They don't really look like they're bent at all, do they?
I think that cam froze.
This one's bent.
That one's bent.
That one looks like it might be bent.
I think the cam froze. It stopped in like an open position and it pushed them back up out of the way.
I don't know, man. We probably should build the bottom end, put new bearings in it. That's a lot of metal.
Right.
That's some big chunks. But once again, it's completely up to you. Not excessive thrust play either. So it's all down to the metal that could have gotten in. Could have. With that amount of shavings in the bottom of the pan, there's more than likely metal in the bearings. Bearings are made to absorb metal. Could be fine. But the size of some of those chunks, it's kind of a gamble. You don't have to buy new pistons or rods.
Right.
Like
We're
that,
talking.
right? You're just talking about like $207 in bearings.
Right.
A couple hours, tear it down, and rebuild it. So that's for you to decide.